Hi, I'm going to introduce you to some fun facts about American Sign Language, or as it is commonly called, ASL. I'm your host, Marty McFun. Stay alert and take some notes. I will ask you some ridiculously difficult questions and surprise you with true, unbelievable facts about ASL. Let's begin and welcome to I Bet You Didn't Know That. Let's jump right into it. Question number 1. Did you know that ASL is the third most needed language in the United States? That's right, folks. ASL interpreting is an up-and-coming profession. Not only is it the third most needed language in the U.S., but it has also been named as one of the top 10 emerging career fields. Approximately 10% of the population is deaf or hard of hearing. Question number 2. Did you know that Indianapolis is considered a national hub for the deaf community? Yes, families all over this country are drawn to Indianapolis, making it a national hub for the deaf community. How cool is that? One reason it has become a national hub is because it houses the Indiana School for the Deaf, which is considered one of the top schools for the deaf in the United States. Question number 3. Did you know that there are many arenas where ASL interpreting is needed? That's right. ASL interpreting is needed in a whole host of arenas: medical and legal appointments, conferences, even speeches and plays. The list is bigger than you could imagine. Let's hear from some high school students who are considering a career in ASL.
How did you find out that ASL interpreting was even a legitimate career choice?
Well, it's kind of a funny story, actually. I started my high school year taking Spanish, and I did about 2 years, and then finally I was like, I'm done. I'm not taking a third year. So I started to do ASL. Then I was just kind of going through the motions, and one night I went to Bob Evans with a couple of friends, and there were these 2 older deaf women, and a friend of mine actually knew ASL that I had no idea she actually knew. And so we kind of just went over and introduced ourselves, and then that's kind of what started it all, and then I just kind of took off from there.
What excites you about the idea of becoming an ASL interpreter?
Something that would excite me the most is all the amazing, funny stories that I'm receiving from experienced interpreters right now. I would soon hope to get my own funny stories from interpreting that I can share with others. And just the experience from interpreting career would just be fantastic.
What are your short-term goals as a high school student to help you work towards becoming an interpreter?
The short-term goal for me would just learn the language, get it down, and then finally just make connections. You'd be amazed at how connections can really help improve where you're going to work and just jobs you're going to receive. For me, it'd be more of engaging into the ASL world altogether, involving yourself and surrounding yourself with the deaf community and just ASL altogether really helps you gain experience a lot more faster, and that would be my short-term goal, just because it would give me a lot more experience in the long run.
Based on what you've learned so far about interpreting, what would you want other high school students to know about the field of ASL interpreting?
I would want other high schoolers to know that it's just a available job opportunity, that you can actually go out and learn language and use that as a career and actually help your community and the deaf community itself. Also that it would have a great impact on your life, and also you'll be making a difference in the deaf community.
If you are like me, many of us have not thought about interpreting as a viable career. There are even interpreting college programs that prepare you for careers in ASL. Let's hear from a recent graduate of an ASL interpreting program.
If you could sum up your experience in a college interpreting program with just one word or what phrase, what would it be?
I would say that it's been motivating. The teachers and staff there definitely motivate you to do better and improve your skills as far as trying to network, get your name out there, and be a better interpreter.
What excites you about your first steps into the field of ASL interpreting?
I'm excited about getting my name out there, of course, and experiencing the different areas of interpreting. I want to try and focus more on legal side eventually, but go to medical and schools and just different areas of interpreting.
Did you know that ASL interpreting is a legitimate, well-paying, needed career? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the average annual income for an ASL interpreter is between $48,000 and $80,000, depending on their credentials and location. I hope your written and mental notes have enlightened you about ASL interpreting as a career that is worth further investigation. Now that you know, you might be asking, what are my next steps if I am interested in finding out more information? Your first step would be to look into four-year colleges that offer ASL interpreting degrees. You can also research the Registry of Interpreters for the Deaf's website at www.rid.org. You will find tons of information and resources on starting your path towards becoming an ASL interpreter. It can not only change your life, but the lives of the deaf and hard of hearing people in your community.